So when Vasiliy Lomachenko met the undisputed champion Devin Haney for the first time, his first impression was calling Devin Haney a heavyweight. However, ironically, Lomachenko never called Nakatani or Luke Campbell heavyweights, when they are in fact bigger than Devin Haney. So if Devin Haney is a heavyweight, according to Lomachenko, then Nakatani and Luke Campbell are super heavyweights compared to the undisputed champion Devin Haney. Therefore, the $1 million question, how come Lomachenko never called Luke Campbell and Nakatani super heavyweights? However, he called Devin Haney a heavyweight. Well, I caught up with Bill Haney and I got his take on that. So check it out.
I know that if me and Loma was to fight, a better version would be on that night. But congratulations, and hopefully we can get it on.
You have said...
Is this lightweight? Is this lightweight?
He's a big lightweight, huh?
No, it's heavyweight.
Now,
in the ring, I'll show you.
Okay. I will be ready. I need more time for preparation, and I will be ready.
We saw you and Devin Haney at the Loma fight. What did you think about Lomachenko's performance? Did you expect it to be that close?
Well, before I get to that question, brother, because that's an excellent question. But what I want to do is I want to personally thank Devin, for everything that he's been doing for boxing, for me as a trainer, manager, you know what I mean, and as a father. Everything that he's done and everything that he's represented as we're closing in the year. We happen to go to the Lomachenko fight, but that's one big thing that's about him is he goes and does two unbelievable tasks and going to Australia and not only becoming the undisputed champion, the youngest undisputed champion in boxing, the youngest undisputed ever in the four-belt era, for not just doing that, but also for leaving something like that and going straight to the Lomachenko fight at Madison Square Garden and getting a chance to see Lomachenko, the 2 Olympic medal, 3 division champion, fighter that's on the pound-for-pound list, on that list that we all have disagreements with. I should say we all debate back and forth as boxing fans. Devin went to the fight. We got in the ring, and Devin said, let's make it happen. And, that's a tribute to the kind of person he is, the kind of fighter he is, and what he represents. And if that's not the fighter of the year, then I don't know who is. And I don't know who's represented boxing in the way that he's represented boxing. The professionalism, the attitude of believing in your skills, believing in your team, believing in your coach, to go down under so far where so many have failed, and to succeed by the blessings of Allah, first and foremost. It's still humbling within itself to take it all in. But business being business, hunting is what Devin has been doing his whole time. He's a hunter. He's hunting for greatness. Going to see Lomachenko and getting in the ring, taking a good look at him, them looking at the team. Now it ultimately comes down to making the show and making it happen. We're fully committed to this fight, unlike certain people, such as one Paulie Malignaggi, who said that we wouldn't do it. Not only are we doing it, but we're spearheading it, looking forward to encouraging other people of influence to be a part of it, and assuring them that it's going to be an historic event in boxing history for the ages.
Well, we see one thing that haven't changed is that Devin Haney, as the undisputed champion, is still the A-class boogeyman. I have never seen the undisputed champion go into the ring and call a challenger out. How come Devin Haney didn't play the role of tables turn, but instead...
Well, that's not something that you would want the fighter of the year, the fighter that represents 2022 going into 2023 to be about. To work the narrative that the tables have turned, to work the narrative that you can take your victory lap tour that was so professionally put by the Boxing Boys, who shout out to the Boxing Boys, the voice of the people. They talked about Devin being able to take a victory lap, a tour. But I'm here to tell you on Akhi TV what we represent, and that's what we represent is the best fighting the best. We represent all comers. We represent the truth. And the truth be told is we've been hunting Lomachenko forever. You know what I mean? And for me to be able to come on Akhi TV and to describe what we've been through to get to this point, but understanding also that it's alhamdulillah, that it's all blessings to Allah for giving us this opportunity. So I don't say it with any malice. I only just deliver the truth. And that's what my brother represents here. And for Devin to go to a fight as an undisputed champion and to get in the ring with a challenger after you've defended the belt in the other guy's country. So you become undisputed in a person's backyard, another country in Australia. You come home. You go back and defend the belts in Australia. Then you come home. Then you go get in the ring with Lomachenko, a guy that has said that he wouldn't fight you unless you got a belt. He said that he wouldn't fight you because you were considered what Paul Malignaggi called as a pretender. Well, we've had every belt and we represent this. So where are we pretenders, and how many other young black fighters like Devin at 23 is being described as pretenders based on Paul Malignaggi and what he's saying? And I'm only going on what he's saying. Ultimately, he made us and what we represent as being a target, right? And a lot of other fighters don't have voices, and parents and fathers and managers and of like don't have the platform and the voices to come out and actually let people know what really is going on. I mean, I told him then, I said, do you want to bet that we won't take the fight? Because I bet you we won't take the fight now, and I bet you that we beat him. He said, no, I don't want to bet. That's a two-win-win. What I'm saying is if you're in my business, that's all it is win-win. If you thought I was going to lose, brother, then you took a snooze, you did? Because this is fast game, Jack. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing slow about us. We from East Oakland, California. We ain't taking no shorts. And Paulie, we used to saying shit that they don't mean and not meaning shit that they say. So whichever one you are, it's one thing that I do know is you got fired, you retired, and you're a liar. You dig? And those three, because we're hunting for Lomachenko, as you see, and as much as you would have liked to downplay it, right? It's never happened before, Paulie. You never did it, and nor has it been done. And that's what being great is about. And that's what Devin has set out to do as a 23-year-old guy, is to be mentioned amongst the greats one day. And I believe him wholeheartedly that the task is set out to be is what it's going to be. And to rest on having the 4 belts, the 5 belts, the 6 belts, any of that. You know, he said coming out of the fight that he wanted to be in the best fights. Well, Lomachenko said he needs time. We were walking out the ring, and we heard him. He says, I need time, but I'll be ready, right? And I said, Dad, did you hear that shit? He said, yeah, I heard it. And I said, okay, well, let's see who else raises their hand while he's taking his time.
Even after Devin Haney went into the ring and called Lomachenko out, Paulie Malignaggi still made a video claiming that he don't believe the Lomachenko versus Devin Haney fight is going to happen, and he's blaming it on you guys. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I just told him, I said, if you are that confident and you know what you know because you've been saying it, I said, bet. And I said, make it light on yourself. Now, if you're not going to bet that the fight ain't going to happen, then shut the up, because you've already got Lomachenko in some shit, because you seem to be fat mouthing more than anybody else. To defame anyone's integrity, right? Or to question what anybody is doing, you're not even involved in the business. But if you feel like that you know the business that much and you keep standing and double downing and all that, the bet still remains the same. Do you want to bet that we lying? Do you want to bet that we don't want to fight Lomachenko? Or do you want to bet that Lomachenko beats Devin? Either one of the bets, I'll take them. I'll take them. I'll take both of them. It don't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? But Devin represents something that you've never done. So the comparison to you and Dev is not in the same sentence, sir. Not right now or ever.
I mean, it's a fact that Devin Haney, as the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, has accomplished more than everything Paulie has accomplished his entire career. That's a fact. That's not up for debate. But do you believe Paulie Malignaggi got Lomachenko in trouble?
Well, no, because Lomachenko is somebody that Devin has been looking for to put in the ring based on what people think about him. You know what I mean? Now, what I want to make sure is this is the guy. You know what I mean? Because we have nothing to beat Lomachenko for other than the respect of the people that respect him. The people that think that he's a hell of a fighter and they think that he would beat Devin Haney. We've maintained and we've always said, this is the fight that we're looking for. This is the guy that we want to fight. And I think it's a testament to also to Devin and that he would have fought him then and that he wants to fight him now. I don't want to hear anything else about anybody saying what it would or what it isn't going to be. It's going to be a fight, and you know what I mean? I bet my life on it.
Well, Lomachenko did say that Devin Haney is the A side. He's the undisputed champion. He's willing to fight Devin Haney in his hometown and do whatever it takes or whatever Devin Haney wants, from the rematch clause, so on and so forth. Do you believe Loma will be a man of his word and do all of the above?
Well, it's one thing that, you know, to my people that I need to tell them, he gave Devin Haney all his grams. You know what I'm saying? And publicly, privately, I haven't heard anything else different in terms of the belief and the understanding that Devin did what it took to make this fight happen. And we're all working together as a team, both Lomachenko's team, Devin's team, Top Rank, you know, working hand in hand to deliver this event at some place that's going to be spectacular. It's a true legacy fight for both young men. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. I'm just happy to be in the Devin Haney business and to be a part of something that's going to be so historic.
And we happy to cover it, Bill. That's going to be a legendary fight. Now, what was your thoughts on what Lomachenko said to Devin Haney when they met face to face? He said, "Is this lightweight? This is heavyweight."
Well,
what was your take on that?
Being in the Devin Haney business, I listened a little bit closer than everybody else, right? You know, so, you know, I say, oh shit, I mean, what does that mean, right? No different than when I heard I need a little bit of time, but I'll be ready. So I don't want the misperception of the people. Dev said he wants the biggest and best fights. If the people believe that a fighter is not ready to fight Devin and the fighter believes he's not ready, then may the next person raise their hand. And I ain't heard nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, maybe Lomachenko is the best guy. I don't know. You know, Devin said make the biggest and the best fights happen, and that involved some of the biggest and what I believe to be the best names in or around the lightweight division. So
I guess what I'm asking is, you know, Loma making that statement, a lot of people felt like he was making excuses. Why didn't Lomachenko tell Luke Campbell and Nakatani, is this heavyweight? Because they bigger than Devin Haney, lengthwise, height-wise, and stuff like that. So how come Loma, in your opinion, never told Nakatani, Luke Campbell, is this heavyweight? However, he told Devin Haney that.
Well, my thing is our thing is what you weigh the day before the fight. It's what's your weight. If you can get down to, yours is 135, well, you're a 135 pounder. If you 140, you're 140 pounder. If you 130, you're 130 pounder. You know what I mean? I have more of a discrepancy or misunderstanding when people say that they don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? They say everything, but I look forward to this fight. They say everything, but it's going to be a great fight. And I think Devin showed once again his professionalism when his response was, "I'll show you in the ring."
In addition to that, a lot of people believe Devin Haney is killing himself making the weight. So that's more of a disadvantage than an advantage for Devin Haney. Loma is making the weight very comfortably. And Loma did state on more than one occasion that he is not moving back down to 130 pounds because he can no longer make that weight. So all these weight excuses ahead of the fight is ridiculous, knowing the fact that Loma fought in the amateurs at 132 pounds, which is 3 pounds south of 135. Nevertheless, you talked about Loma stating that he needs more time to be ready for the fight. If Loma is not ready, then he never going to be ready. You're either ready now or you ain't never going to be ready. So
this is what the people done said. These people, they said Loma. So we went looking for Loma. Loma never came looking for us. He's never mentioned Devin's name. He's never, none of that. Only thing that he's let the people do is create these false narratives. So yes, he's going to pay for it. Yes, he's going to pay for it for letting the people do that. Yes, he's going to pay for Paul Malignaggi and Paul Malignaggi's comments. Yes, he's going to pay for that. Absolutely. Is Loma a gentleman and his family a gentleman? And do we love Ukraine? Absolutely. I met Usyk. He's a wonderful guy. He's a wonderful guy. And everything that they represent, I love them, right? But for all of their fans, all of the media that have did that and have pushed those narratives on my son, we are going to punish Lomachenko for that shit. And the bet still stands with Paul Malignaggi. If he think we playing, then bet. If we don't, then shut up and let us handle our business.